Pillow Talk. Today's video is all about pillows. What pillow should you use? How should you use it? If you have a certain condition, what is the best pillow? I'm going to try to answer all these questions and more in this video. Stay tuned. One of the most common questions I get in practice on a day-to-day basis is how do I properly use my pillow, or what type of pillow should I use? I need to start off by saying this, is that sleep is the utmost importance for you to function and feel at your best and for you to be healthy. If you are not sleeping, the priority should be to figure out a way that you can fall asleep and get a good night's sleep. That being said, if you're wondering what the best way to sleep for your current and future spinal health needs, this video is for you. The best way to sleep is one that minimizes stresses and forces that go through your spine. We know your spine should be straight from the front, and we know it should have a nice smooth curve in the neck and a nice smooth curve in the lower back. All sleep positions are going to focus on making sure we minimize the stresses that go through this. Let's get to it. For the first pillow I want to show you, it would be what we consider a normal pillow, and one that you probably typically have in your house. These types of pillows come in various sizes and shapes. This one's about a medium thickness, I would consider. This is a similar pillow. It's kind of the same shape, but it's thinner. I'm going to demonstrate how to use these pillows in terms of how to maintain good posture while you sleep just with these pillows. First, just so you have a good start, because I know most of you will have a pillow that's similar to this. For those of you with a pillow or extra pillows, keep those pillows, because those pillows may not be good for you right now, but in a year or two you might find that they're comfortable again. The other thing you can use them for is between or underneath your knees, which I'm going to show you right now. The thing about a pillow is you need to understand that the pillow is not necessarily for your head. You need to change your thinking and use it to support your neck and your mid-back rather than your head. I'm going to show you an example of someone using this pillow improperly that's probably creating them forward head posture and some neck issues. And so what often people will do is they'll put the edge of their head at the edge of the pillow. I don't like to see this, because what it does, it forces your posture into an unnatural state, like this. So if you use the pillow on your head, you can see that your head is forced forward, and if it's a thick pillow, it's going to be pushed up. The better way to use the pillow is to take the edge here and put it between your shoulder blades, approximately. So you bring it down a bit, like this, and so that way your head is in line with your thoracic spine and shoulders. And then the second pillow, you see I have it underneath my knees, just to support the knees, to take a little pressure off the lower back. Now when you change positions, obviously in the middle of the night, the thing you want to be aware of is you want to try to maintain the alignment of your pelvis by keeping a pillow between your knees, and then this would be the edge of the pillow that you use between your shoulder and your head or ear. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to support the position so that your head is perpendicular to your shoulders. If the pillow is too big, your head would be like this, and that would take us out of our natural straight spine. And if it's too small, then your head would be the opposite. For example, without a pillow, your head would be down. And so you want to find a pillow that supports the distance between your shoulder, the bed, and your head, to maintain that perpendicular position and maintain proper spinal alignment. If you see the other video that I have on YouTube about how to fix a neck hump or forward head posture, a hunched forward posture while sleeping, I want to just quickly demonstrate that, because that uses typically a normal pillow as well. For that, it's simple. Again, we want to put it lengthwise this time, and the goal here is to keep your thorax or your chest in line with your head, so that your head is not forward relative to your mid-back. And so how you do that, you take the pillow lengthwise, and you have a pillow underneath your knees for some support, and you put this just below your shoulder blades, and you just lie down on it like this. I like to put my hands just relaxed on top of my chest or stomach, and you just literally get into this comfortable position. And as I say, it keeps your head and shoulders and thorax in line, and you're not forced like this. So just sleeping in this position gets you in a nice alignment, and it's really helpful for trying to reduce that forward posture. And for the next pillow we're going to discuss a cervical pillow, or that type of pillow that has two bumps on it. Sometimes they have a little bit of a carved out center. the point of these pillows are to try to support your neck while keeping your head in the right alignment. So these are very similar. I'm going to use this one. If you have this one, the same applies, but you're going to notice on some of those cervical pillows that you have one side that is smaller than another, and so there's a purpose for this. And so let's start with just normal back sleeping first. You're definitely going to want to use the end, the smaller section of the pillow. This just helps support that natural curve in your neck better, which I'm going to demonstrate here. And again, I always like a pillow underneath my knees just to support your lower back and take pressure off it. So this one is more meant to be right in the middle of the neck. And again, the goal is to try to create that natural curve to support this. This pillow is just on the verge of being too big. I don't love it because it pushes my head a little bit forward. I'm not a big guy, but for those that are a bit bigger, this would be fine. And so this, I can feel the middle part supporting my neck, so I do like that. So this would be the way that you sleep. The problem is if you turn to the side in the middle of the night, which most people do, then we can move this through this way, but this becomes too small for most people. So what you need to do is, if you're predominantly a side sleeper, or if you change in the night, you actually have to change the pillow to give yourself the best support. And so this, again, hits the neck and then allows your ear and head to sit in this concave part. And again, this is a really good size for me. It keeps my head perpendicular. It adds some support. It's a bit more firm, which is good support for when you're on your side and you just lie like this. There's one thing I want to talk to side sleepers about. What you want to avoid is you coming down and chin tucking or fetal position type sleeping. It's taking your head and pushing it forward. We want to keep our head as neutral as possible and try to avoid the posture where your head's tucked in. It'll put a lot of pressure on your neck, and it's promoting that forward head posture we're trying to avoid. So for the next pillow we're going to discuss, it's a rolled pillow or a cylinder pillow. This is designed specifically to help support your neck when either on your back or side. I like this one because a lot of the brands, I know this one for sure, can be measured basically from the tip of your shoulder to your neck to give you the right size. So let's see how you use this roll pillow. So we're gonna make sure it's in the middle of our neck and our head will kind of come off the back. Again, this one feels really good because you can really feel it supporting the cervical curve. And so this will minimize pressure in joints, in muscles, ligaments, and nerves while you sleep. In fact, I might be able to fall asleep on it right now. Now, if you're a side sleeper, the good thing about this pillow as well, it's supportive of and measured to your sides. So again, you're going to use kind of the bottom of your head and neck to try to make sure that your head is perpendicular to your shoulders. And again, don't forget to put the pillow between your knees. For some of you, you've probably tried 100 pillows and you just can't get comfortable. So another solution you can try is just to take a small towel, roll it up, and the same thing applies to the rolled towel, just a little bit less aggressive. It keeps your head in line with your body, so provides a little bit of support for that natural curve. And so this is how you do that. Again, just take any old towel, roll it up, get a pillow underneath your knees, which I don't have here, but you just put that like that. And so you're very, very conservative. It just keeps your head back over top of your shoulders. It reduces tension in some of those tissues. And for some of you, this might just be what you need to get some much needed sleep. Don't go anywhere. We got one more pillow that's going to be good for those with sleep apnea, GERD, indigestion, cervicogenic dizziness, even people with chronic neck and low back pain this can be useful for. So we're finally at the wedge pillow. So what is a wedge pillow used for? The wedge pillow can be used for a multitude of things. I really like them just for if you have a young child or yourself, you're on your phone, you can just lie on this and have your phone in line. So it's good for that. When you come onto it, again, you should have, well, let me just grab it right now. You should definitely have something under your knees for this one for sure. It can be any pillow you have. You're gonna come kind of just to your waist and you're gonna come and so you're gonna sleep like this. You can see your head is lined up. Now, for some with low back pain or low back issues, you have to try this to see if it's tolerable for you. You are in a little bit of flexion at the hips, but if you minimize that by taking a bigger pillow underneath your knees, it will probably allow you to do that even for those with low back pain. In fact, for some of you, it might actually be really beneficial. So this is how you sleep, very simple. I like it again because it keeps everything in line, it's comfortable. You can't really side sleep on this pillow though. It would not be comfortable. Your head would be, compressing on the side that you're on. It would definitely not be keeping your spine in line, so you can't side sleep on it. A bonus of this, so you can get a good stretch. If you want, you can come to the edge of the pillow and just literally get to the edge and just hang off the back. Your arms can do it, hang off too for a stretch, but just a good neck stretch. Really, really good. I don't recommend you sleeping like that. That would be devastating to your health. I don't think you'd be able to fall asleep on it like that, but it wouldn't be good, so don't sleep with that. Use it as a stretch a few times a day. You can stretch like that for 30 to 90 seconds, 3 to 4 times a day, just to get yourself out of the sitting position in front of a computer. It's just an added bonus. One last thing I will say, if you are suffering from a disc bulge or a disc issue, in some cases, not all, another benefit of this type of pillow is when you're doing your McKenzie protocol stretch, you can get on this pillow and just get a little bit of extension in your lower back. So some people will find, again, I don't recommend this if you have a neck issue because you're going to have to force your head to the side. But for some people with low back injuries or issues, you might find that this might be the most comfortable position for you to be in to help alleviate some of the lower back pain, especially from a disc bulge. Now, again, none of this is across the board. Everybody's a bit individual. I'll never recommend sleeping face down because it's hard on your neck, but for those that are suffering from a low back issue, this could be a solution. Always, always, always ask your health provider to give you specific advice based on your postural configurations, what your x-rays show, or any other condition that might be impacting the way you sleep or how you sleep. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video? Sleep is imperative. Above all else, you have to sleep through the night in order for you to be as healthy as possible and for your body to recover from any condition you're trying to heal from. Now, I couldn't cover it all, but please, in the comments below, ask me questions. If you have a specific question about a pillow I didn't cover or for yourself, I'll try to answer all of them. And if you like the content we're putting out, give us the thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, maybe you'll consider subscribing so you can be informed when we upload new videos on topics just like this. Can't wait to see my next video. Until then, stay well.